Hello everybody, welcome to my class today. Today I am going to start a new chapter, definite integral, that can be viewed in two ways. First one, it will be viewed through fundamental theorem of integral calculus. Number one, it is viewed through fundamental theorem of integral calculus. Number two, it will be viewed as a limit of a sum. So initially our discussion will be on fundamental theorem of integral calculus. Let us state the theorem. Let phi x be the primitive of a continuous function fx better continuous function f. Fx is not a function, fx is image of the function f under the image of x under the mapping f. So let phi x be the primitive of a continuous function f defined in closed interval ab, that is ddx of phi x is fx. So when phi x is primitive of f, then it will be automatically declared that derivative of phi x is fx. Then the definite integral of fx then the definite integral of fx over the interval ab is denoted by integration a to b fx dx and is equal to phi b minus phi a. That is, we can say integration a to b fx dx is equals to phi b minus phi a, where phi x is the primitive of fx. That means derivative of phi x is fx. Here a is called lower limit and b is called upper limit. And the interval AB is called interval of integration. Now let us first solve a few problems to make it clear. Number one, integration 1 to 2 x square dx. Look, primitive of x square is 1/3 x cube, because if we differentiate 1/3 x cube we get x square. Now put limit. First the upper limit, then the lower limit. Take 1/3 common, then you get 8 minus 1, that is your answer is 7/3. The one thing here to be noted that in definite integral there is no constant of integration. Okay, there is no c here. Next example, integration 0 to 1 dx by under root 1 plus x plus under root x. How do you solve this? First rationalize the denominator. We get root over of 1 minus x minus root over of x, and in the denominator this one 0 to 1. So ultimately we get 0 to 1 under root 1 plus x under root x dx. Now what is primitive of root over of 1 plus x? This is 1 plus x to the power 3/2 by 3/2. And what is its primitive? This is x to the power 3/2 by 3/2. Now put limit. Take 2/3 common outside the bracket, then you get, putting 1, this is 2 to the power 3/2 minus 1 to the power 3/2, that is 1. And then if we put 0 here, we get 1. And this is 0. So ultimately we get the answer 2/3, 2 to the power 3/2 minus 2. We can take 2 common outside, then 4/3 into root 2 minus 1. Because 2 to the power 3/2 is 2 root 2, we take 2 common. So this is our answer. Next, number 3, this is 0 to pi/2 under root 1 minus cos 2x dx. This will be 0 to pi/2 under root 1 minus cos 2x is 2 sin square x dx. First write it in this way, 0 to pi/2 root 2 mod of sin x dx. Why I have used modular sign here? Because we have to study the sign of sin x. Sin means SIGN, sign. Sign of sin x in this interval 0 to pi/2. We all know that sin x is positive here, so it ultimately will become 0 to pi/2 root 2 outside sin x dx. Now root 2 integral of sin x is minus cos x. Now put the limits. Take minus outside, minus root 2. So inside this will be cos of pi/2 minus cos of 0. Cos of pi/2 is 0, this is 1. So ultimately your answer will be root 2. But if we change this interval 0 to pi/2, then this will be solved in different way. Follow the problem. This will be problem number 4. Suppose interval of integration is pi to 3/2. Pi to 3/2 under root 1 minus cos 2x dx. Pi to 3/2 under root 2 sin square x dx. Pi to 3/2 under root 2 outside mod of sin x dx. Now follow, sin x is negative in the interval pi to 3/2, so this will be minus sin x. root 2 integration pi to 3 pi by 2, this is minus sin x dx. So integral of minus sin x is cos x. So root 2 cos x pi to 3 pi by 2. So this will become cos of 3 pi by 2 minus cos of pi. So ultimately this becomes cos of 3 pi by 2 is 0, because any odd multiple of pi by 2, their cosine function vanishes, and cos pi is minus 1. So ultimately this becomes root 2. Look, the answer is same, but the solution procedure is different. Okay, so we have to concentrate on this. Next, let us do problem number 5. Integration pi by 4 to pi by 2. Integration pi by 4 to pi by 2 under root 1 minus sin 2x dx. Integration pi by 4 to pi by 2, this will be cos x minus sin x, its modulus. Why modulus? Because first we have to study the function, the sign of the function cos x minus sin x in the interval pi by 4 to pi by 2. Let us draw the graph here. This is cos x and this is sin x. This point is pi by 4 and this point is pi by 2. We have the interval pi by 4 to pi by 2. Pi by 4 to pi by 2. In this interval, sin is more than cos x. But in the interval 0 to pi by 4, cos is more than sin x. Okay, so here we will get ultimately pi by 4 to pi by 2 sin x minus cos x dx. Now integral of sin x is minus cos x and integral of cos x is sin x. Pi by 4 to pi by 2. Take minus outside, so we get cos x plus sin x pi by 4 to pi by 2 minus third bracket. If we put pi by 2 here, cos of pi by 2 is 0, sin of pi by 2 is 1, minus, then we put pi by 4, cos of pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, sin of pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2. So ultimately we get minus 1 minus, this is 2 by root 2, that is root 2. So finally we get root 2 minus 1 as our answer. Okay. Next, problem 6. This is integration 0 to 4 dx by under root x square plus 2x plus 3. So we have to proceed in this way, 0 to 4 dx by under root. If we take 1 from this, we get x plus 1 whole square plus 2 means plus root 2 whole square. Now let us substitute. Let x plus 1 equals to z. That implies dx equals to dz. But one thing you should remember, while solving given integral and you are using substitution, then you have to change the limit according as your substitution. For changing limit, form such a table. X, Z, values of x are 0 and 4. Now when x equals 0, then z is 1. If you put x equals 0 here, you get z 1. If you put x equals to 4 here, you get z 1, z 5. Okay, so the limit for z will be 1 to 5. Now limit of integration becomes 1 to 5, dx becomes dz, under root this becomes z square plus root 2 square. Now recall the formula, dx by under root x square plus z square, this will be ln of mod of z plus under root z square plus 2, and your limits are 1 to 5. First put 5, ln of 5 plus root over of 27 minus ln of 1 plus root 3. So this becomes ln of mod of 5 plus root 27 means 3 root 3 by root 3 plus 1. This will be your answer. Okay. So let us end this video here. I will come with more problems in our next video. Till then, goodbye.